Morning, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to join us for the webinar today. My name is Rhonda and I will be your moderator for today's webinar. We are well and truly into 2021. It is mid-April already, and it is also the beginning of a new financial year for many. I think the topic of today's webinar is very timely. The topic is tips to boost conversion rate and increase sales. Optimize your business online pathway to purchase. Learn how to get your customers from the consideration stage to the coveted conversion stage to increase sales. This is something to be improving constantly, but at the beginning of the financial year, it is a good time to assess the conversion pathway in order to boost revenue and to help you reach your business goals. Our expert today is Nidhi. Nidhi is a digital marketing specialist here at Zealand. She manages website builds, making sure that the different aspects of the website are focused on increasing conversions. Nidhi also helps a lot with SME business owners with online marketing and business strategy. Hi, Nidhi. Nice
Hey,
to see
Rhonda.
you.
I'll just quickly share my screen.
Before we start, though, I'm just going to do a little bit of housekeeping.
Yep.
I'm just going to jump through. If you're having trouble today hearing or anything like that, I'll just show you these tools that we have. So down on the left-hand side, there's some help areas. There's particularly an area for audio settings, just on the left-hand area there with a little up arrow. So if you just go there and play around with that, you should be able to hear eventually. And if you want to ask a question, there's a couple of ways to do it. There's raising the hand, from which in case you come onto the webinar live, or you can post a question in the Q&A section or in the chat actually. And please ask questions all the way through. If it's appropriate, I'll stop Nidhi to ask the question. Otherwise, I will be doing a Q&A session at the end of the session. And it's where you can get some really specific advice to your question to help you. So please do ask lots of questions. And if you've missed anything, don't panic. We are posting the webinar recording. We will email it out to you because you've registered, but also we will be putting it on our webinar library on zeal.com as well, so you can access them there. And there are actually a lot of great information, informative ones there anyway. But Nidhi, I'll hand the time over to you. I'm excited about this one, just because I think it is very timely.
Yes, of course. I mean, looking at this time, I mean, everybody is keen for increasing the sales. When now everybody is online and they have, created their websites, it's important to improve the CRO. So today's big topic is tips to boost conversion rate and increase sales. So before we start, I would like to give a quick intro. What is actually CRO? CRO stands for Conversion Rate Optimization. So creating an e-commerce store and closing deals with vendors is one thing, but building on your e-commerce sales is another. If you're looking for a way to improve your customer conversions for your e-commerce website, you're at the right place. So in this webinar, we will be exploring ways to improve customer acquisitions and converting website visitors to actual customers. So conversion rate optimization is just optimizing the conversions on your website. By the rate of which it optimizes, this is called conversion rate optimization. So we'll just start the tips and strategies you should be following in order to increase CRO on your website. All right, to start with, goals. Goals, when it comes to conversion rate optimization, you must have a clear vision of your goals and audience. What is the goal of your website? Who are your target audience? What actions do you want visitors to make? What is a successful website conversion for you? Joining your email list, or it could be appointment booking, or submitting the inquiry forms, phone calls, increasing the phone calls on your website, visits to your physical location, etc. So Your conversions entirely depend on the nature of your business, what kind of actions you want your customers to complete on your website. So thinking and analyzing those goals is very, very important. Conversion can come in many forms, so you need to define what actions you deem to be successful website conversions. The next big thing is persuasive copy. So copy on the website plays a vital role when it comes to conversion rate optimization, because this is where you will be connecting with your customers with your information and stating your UVPs, etc. So your website copy is one of the key determining factors on whether customers stay or leave the page. Good copy connects with customers and persuades them to take action. So if you want your customers to take desired action, make sure you are mentioning that information, that important information about your brand or brand message in the copy of your website. So your website copy should highlight your unique value proposition. So by unique value proposition here, I mean is what stands you apart from other competitors in the market, what extra you're offering to your customers, what exclusively you're offering to your customers. So that should be right on the home page when they land on your website or inside in some important pages of the website. It should be benefit led. Benefit led copy is very attractive on the websites. Defines a solution to your customers' problems. So, like if somebody is looking for training sessions or some template ideas, so having those call to actions on a very clickable side of the website is very, very important here. So provides customers with straightforward reason as why they must choose you over the competitors. Like I already stated this, stating the unique value proposition. Builds trust and credibility. So building trust and credibility is now one of the key factors which attracts your customers, um, and if you want them to complete a desired action on the website or complete a conversion or a sale, it's very important that you build that trust and credibility with them. um, you can do this by posting your testimonials right on the homepage, or maybe the reviews of the products, like how many people have purchased it, all those kind of things that can, build trust and credibility. And of course, reflecting your brand values, like for example, how customers are very, very important, that you are a customer oriented company, etc. The next important thing is design. Your choice of colors, figures, imagery make up the overall look and feel of your website. So I personally think that nowadays 80% of the customers are actually convinced by the images on the website as compared to the text. So images are like are the key determining factors nowadays, which influences your customers to make a purchase. Good website design captures customers and compels them to explore each page and check out your offer. So it's very important that the navigation on the website is up to the mark, so that customers have a view of what you're talking about and what are your second level pages, and the navigation is easy. Key rules to great website design are highlighting your UVP, like I said before as well in the copy. Simple and easy navigation. They should be easily be able to navigate to the second level pages and all your informative pages where you want to talk about more in terms of your services or in terms of your products. Mobile responsiveness. This is a very important thing nowadays. Responsiveness on the website. Like it's not only for mobiles, but for all the devices which are in trend nowadays, like iPads and all the devices when it comes to mobile sizes also. So responsiveness is a great key factor. Colors and font choices that speak your brand. Choosing the right colors and fonts plays a vital role here. If the colors are not convincing and doesn't suit your brand, for example, your logo is too luxurious and the theme colors you have chosen on your website is very bright and poppy, so that thing doesn't work. So it has to amalgamate with your brand message. Choices of images. So yes, like we're talking about images, they convince your customers. 80% convincing is done through images. So images. Yes, so an expert tip I would like to give here is optimizing the bottom of the conversion funnel. So, what I'm trying to say here is it's best to start your CRO efforts on the part of the website that will result in the highest impact, like your checkout page or your contact form page. So, this is the bottom funnel of your conversion. So, for almost all websites, this is the bottom of the funnel or the last steps a user must take to complete the desired action. So make sure your checkout page or your the final action page where people will be submitting their inquiry forms and etc. Their information should be highly optimized. Working on that page really results in really results in good conversions. Design. So you'll be amazed to see these things today here, which is color emotion guide, which I have taken from the internet. By making use of colors that not only promote specific emotions and actions, but complement each other in the design, you will encourage viewers to stay on your website or your landing page for much longer. The longer you have a website visitor's attention, the greater your chances you have at turning them into leads and then turning leads into customers. For instance, green is the color generally recognized for peaceful growth health. This is why certain big brands use this color. As you can see, green indicates peacefulness and growth, which really impacts the emotion here. And plus Facebook, like for example, Facebook is blue, which indicates trust, dependable, and strength in the business. Many brands are using blue color, like we can see Vimeo here, HP, Oreo, WordPress, they use blue. This indicates professionalism and trust. So it's very important what brand message you want to convey to your customers, and according to that you choose your logo colors, your theme colors, and everything. Like yellow indicates optimism, or orange indicates friendliness. So that's why most of the food brands, they choose yellow and orange for their logo colors and for their website colors. Social proof. So yes, again, showcasing various forms of social proofs on different pages on your website, sharing the story, customers stories, introducing your team members, showing off your best works. Pages you can build to create social proof are about us page. This is the page where all your brand information will go about your business, about your brand, your history, and everything. And then team page. Having a team page really builds immediate trust and credibility, that you have a very talented team of people, having different catering different areas if you are in a service industry. So team page is very much beneficial here. Testimonials, again, to build trust and credibility. Testimonials are very important. Nowadays, a lot of people are showcasing the testimonials right on the homepage. Like you can change these testimonials from time to time, with the new ones, and you can also have a dedicated testimonials page on your website if somebody wants to look into all the reviews of your website. Case studies of the work done is again can be one of the social proof you can have on your website. Portfolio of the projects and all the jobs, you can also have a dedicated portfolio page on your website. And referrals. Displaying social proof makes it easy for customers to trust your brand, which lowers their resistance to marketing messages, making them more likely to buy from you. So an expert tip I would like to give here is your offer should be in the front and center within the first few lines of your page. A lot of people do this mistake by not showing off the offer right on the home page. So the banner image, like you can see in the screenshot here, the banner image is of utmost importance here. So giving your crisp and clear message right on the banner image and with a clear call to action button should be there. So this offer is right in the center and within the few lines of your page, right on the home page. Once somebody land on your website, it's very much clear so that your customers know what actions they are here to complete. A large portion of visitors who land on your page have probably already have made up their mind and are just looking for social confirmation. So when you are running your ads, Facebook ads or Google ads, people are already 80% convinced when they are clicking your website link as compared to the other competitors. So when they are 80% convinced, so it's just that you have to convince them within the first few lines of your website and with the desired call to action you want them to complete. By providing a small snippet and link to your offer within the first few sentences, you capture the large number of people that fall into this category. Plus, it requires almost no effort. So it's just about writing persuasive copy and just 2-3 lines and a quick call to action right on the homepage. The next important thing, this is only for e-commerce websites. So it can be applied to service industries if you're running some offers or you're running some discount campaigns. So scarcity, urgency, and exclusivity. So if you talk about scarcity, what here I mean is having limited quantities and reflecting this on your website creates a sense of scarcity for customers. When something isn't available in abundance, the time it takes people to decide on marketing the purchase is reduced significantly out of the loss, out of the fear of loss. So by doing this, your leads feel the need to make a purchase as soon as possible. So I remember I was browsing this website and I was just confused about buying these shoes. They were very expensive shoes. But when I read this tag, only one left, or hurry up, the offer won't last until 48 hours. So something like this really influences the marketing, influences the brain of your customers. So you have to little have that, channelize your inner marketing mind, and you have to write these urgent messages on your website in case you want to push down to some products which are on sale. Urgency. Urgency works great, especially if you're doing promotions on your website. Like with scarcity, you can say only 2 left in the stock, only 3 left in the stock. But with urgency, if in case you're promoting some discounts, like you can tap on your customers for fear of missing out through deadlines and time limits. Having urgency in your messaging encourages customers who purchase immediately, rapidly moving your customers from consideration stage to the conversion stage straight away. Like 48-hour flash sale here. If you can see the screenshot here, 25% off plus free shipping, 48-hour flash sale. So this is the kind of urgency which you have created in order to push through some of your products on the website or your hot selling products. For example, get 50% off on all purchases during the next 48 hours. This is the kind of urgency which you have, urgent messages you have created on your website in order to push through some products. So now we'll talk about exclusivity. So exclusivity refers to offers that are only available to a specific group of customers. By properly implementing this into your website, you can make customers feel that they get a unique benefit that is only available to a selected few. So what here I mean is, like, you can give exclusive offers to the customers who have, for example, who have recently made a purchase on your website. You can send an email, or you can integrate an email marketing campaign on your website and sending the follow-up emails to them. The next 48 hours are free shipping for you. You can add into your existing order and you won't be charged extra for shipping. So this is kind of an exclusivity you're offering to your clients. This is only applicable for selected customers of yours who have made previous actions with your website or made a previous purchase with your website. Next thing is multiple discount options. So benefit of discounts: attract new and repeat customers, boost your brand's reputation, increase short-term sales, quick free up your storage to make your way for newer items. Offering multiple discounts is a great way to increase order values and grow your leads. Customers are usually willing to take that extra steps to acquire additional discounts. So multiple discount offers on different products really works wonders. You can use this to your advantage by offering multiple smaller discounts instead of one big price cut. Then allow multiple discounts to be redeemed at the checkout, like coupon codes, etc. Okay, so next thing we'll talk about is upsells, cross sells, and downsells. Usually we get confused by these terms, but upselling is very much different from cross selling. So you have to really understand how you can club the products in order to upsell and cross sell. So upselling, offering higher end products to your customers, highlights the benefits and the value of the higher priced item by relating it to the customer needs. So offer often involves product comparisons, like helps you increase the average order of value of customers. So like for example, if somebody is buying the 100 ml of a particular product, then they will be like economically they will be saving more money as compared to the smaller version of that same product. So this is called upselling. So cross-selling, recommending complementary or bundle products to customers. Like, if somebody is buying a pair of jeans on your website, you can also show them, some related accessories to go with that pair of denims, or something in the footwears. This is called cross-selling. Recommending complementary or bundle products to customers entices customers to purchase more items, highlights how the added item delivers complementary value that the original item cannot provide. Great way to generate repeat customers and increase the AOV. Downsell. So downsell here, I mean, is offering lower priced items to customers after they reject higher priced items. So this is like, this can go with, multiple brands if you're stocking multiple brands. So if somebody has not completed a purchase process of a high-end product, you can also show them some, related similar products, which is of a lesser price as compared to the one they were purchasing. So this helps you acquire customers who aren't ready to buy or shown interest but didn't make a purchase. Encourage repeat. This also encourage repeat purchases. Offers return for your marketing efforts through sale or more affordable items. So this is called downselling, when you are downselling a particular product which is of a cheaper price. An expert tip I would like to give here is never underestimate the efforts of implementing of seemingly minuscule tweaks to your checkout pages. So this is personally I have realized while doing a marketing campaign for an e-commerce store, I actually, they were not having enough transactions. People were coming on the website, but they were not making a purchase. So I just tweaked their checkout page a bit. So this is like the bottom funnel of the website, which are the main page where consumers are making the action. So I just tweaked their checkout page just by reducing the fields and just changing the colors, and I had a little play around on the checkout page. And this really helped me increase their CRO by 6%. So sometimes we underestimate these minor changes and we just ignore these changes, but even the minor tweaks can lead to increase in CRO. Next thing you should have on your website is allowing for the guest checkout. So not everybody has time, or not everybody is keen for signing up and completing the big sign up form on your website. So giving them this feature allows customers to come back to your store and recover the items they have placed in their carts. So guest checkout, having this functionality on your checkouts is very important. Saves shopping cart items across multiple sessions, uses cookies to save customers, reduces abandoned carts data, le- lets customers purchase products when they are ready, available for customers with a registered account on your website. So having this option, I mean, if somebody is, want to do a quick transaction and they cannot do because they have to do the full sign up on your checkout page. So this really increases the abandoned cart rate on the website. So if you are having the guest checkout allowance on your website, it really reduces the abandoned carts. Strategic call to actions. So like we have said this before also in our webinars, like having a proper call to action is very, very important on your website. So especially for when somebody lands right on the home page, so it should be like in the very first section of your website. Call to action is the next specific action that you want your customers to take when they land on your website. A landing page has a purpose to acquire something from your audience. By using CTA, you promote such a purpose. Using strategic CTAs and positioning them appropriately can be a defining factor as to whether or not you will improve the number of visitors you convert. Like you can see here in the screenshot, request your consultation, because if you want people to complete an inquiry form and writing a proper text in the call to action button, I mean, is really convincing here. So, like for example, it could be download templates. It could be download the brochure or something like that. Whatever you want them to complete. In case you don't have the agenda for completing them, the contact form. So I mean, this is very important here. And in case you are running an e-commerce store, you can have a shop now button right on this banner, which goes to the shop page of your website where all your categories and all your products are listed, like a shop now button on the right on the home page if you are an e-commerce store. Or otherwise just improvising this text or just writing this text, which is really very much connected to what actions you want your customers to make, is of great importance here. CTS can come in many forms. Some of the common ones are the buttons, the pop-ups, the forms. So these are the three most common form of CTAs, which are on lead generation websites plus the e-commerce websites. So for example, Grow and Convert also did some research to try and map out the different areas of a website. They estimated conversion rates for certain CTA locations. So these are very interesting statistics here. So the sidebars conversion rates were 0.5 to 1.5%. And generic end of posts, like when you're having a post and in the end you place a call to action button, they were having a conversion rate of 0.5 to 1.5% again. Pop-ups. Pop-ups tend to have a higher conversion rate. That's why we encourage our customers to, showcase your offers on the pop-ups or right on the banner image of the website. So pop-ups have a really higher conversion rates. So this is 1 to 8%, depending on the industry and depending on the business. Sliders and bars have 1 to 5%. Welcome gates had 10 to 25%. Welcome gates are exactly like pop-ups you can have on your websites, but this is like not randomly changing, but welcome gates are like the static gates you have on your websites. Feature boxes, like if you're promoting a section on the home page which has a feature box. Navigation bar. Navigation bar really varies what information you have on the second level pages. So cool. For the expert tip, I would say that you have to be very creative with your call to actions here. Something like buy now or sign up now often feels like a big commitment. So instead of using those buzzwords, try reminding your target audience of what they have to gain by converting. So when you are giving an offer or you are giving a kind of incentive to your customers through these call to actions, they tend to have a higher clickable rate. So smart, direct, and well thought CTAs can improve your conversion rates by 3%. It's a simple yet powerful tactic Like you can see in the example here, explore templates. So this is like in case somebody is looking for, themes or theme templates, this kind of call to action really convinces the incoming visitor on the website to click here and explore the templates. So like for example, free consultation, or sign up for a free advice or something like this. These kind of call to actions which gives an incentive to your customers really helps out in increasing the CRO of the website. All right, distraction-free landing pages. So yes, landing page designs plays a huge role in determining whether customers will stay or leave your page. Cluttered landing pages distract your users from your offer, which can block conversion. So landing pages are basically for Google Ads, or if any ad campaigns you're running, and you want your customers to land on that particular um, landing page by clicking those ads. So each content on the page must have a value. So it's important that you create those landing pages enlisting the value you hold for your customers. No fluff, long unnecessary digression. No, I don't think so. Landing pages should have a lot of text, a small text which depicts your offer, and a contact form. The combination really works. Present a compelling offer. Your content must be relevant to your audience, and combine distraction-free design with persuasive copywriting to maximize conversions. So this is an example of a nice landing page here. Free shipping. According to NZ Online Shopper Survey in 2018, 58% of shoppers purchase from international websites because of free or cheap delivery. So giving this incentive to your customers really increases the conversions on the website. 35% of shoppers purchase from NZ websites for the same reason, for the free shipping benefits. With the continuous rise of e-commerce, free shipping is now a crucial element for attracting customers. What benefits it offers? Helps boost your customers' average order value. They will buy more in case in case the shipping is free. Improves your brand reputation, encourages repeat purchases, and fosters customer loyalty. So free shipping, I mean, every now and then you should be, promoting this offer. If not a necessary thing for all your customers, but on an average order value, or orders above than $100, you can have this kind of functionality on your website of free shipping. Verified payment systems and trust seals. So this is something which we ignore on our websites, which shouldn't be done, because when a customer adds their credit card details on the website, they should be able to trust the platform on where they are, putting their important information. Setting up verified, safe online payment system is so important for every business trading online. It's your way of protecting yourself and your customers in your day-to-day transactions. Having secure online payment gateway for your website ensures that each payment transaction is simple, intuitive, and highly secure to protect your customers. Also, showing trust seals on your website is also a great way to provide relief. Like, for example, you can see in the screenshot here, trust seal verification of the payment method. They have shown right on the checkout page. So yes, you can also have these trust seals on the checkout page. So your customers are really trusting you when they are putting their credit card details or their billing details. All right, that's it. Questions?
Awesome, Nidhi. Thank you so much, Nidhi. I think one of the, if you can just stop sharing actually for me for a minute, and please, if anybody's got questions, pop them through for us. But one of the things that kind of has come to me, like as you've gone through the whole webinar, is there's so much you could do. There's a lot there, right from the colors you're using for your logo or even for your brand, through to like that last one, which was the security seals for your payment gateways.
Yeah.
So how do you decide what's worth changing or trying to work on first? Because, like most of our business owners, they're super busy and trying to do 101 things, and limited resources as well. So what would kind of be your recommendation for them to do first?
I think using good tools is very important here. There are numerous tools that can help you fine tune your CRO efforts and better understand the consumer behavior. So I think Google Analytics, let's keep it standard. So Google Analytics provides you with a breakdown of website data from the number of visitors you received in a given time period, and it also gives you details about the bounce rates, visitor origins, and time on the page. Like it can give you a proper navigation details you have for your website, like how customer is coming on the website and how they are navigating through the pages. So whether a call to action is like as compared to the sessions on the website, whether the call to actions are getting enough clicks or not. So analyzing those things is very important. They're small things, but plays a vital role, and they are of great importance. And I also realized that heat maps, a lot of us ignores the value for heat maps, but they can answer where visitors are clicking on the home page. Like, it gives you those home page details, the red areas, the best zones where people are coming and they are clicking. So analyzing those things, I mean, this can be helpful when finding a popular products or categories to optimize, like especially if some of the categories are not performing. So, and you're optimizing those categories by analyzing them through heat maps, really increases your CRO. I've got some interesting tools for heat maps, like a Crazy Egg tool for heat map is pretty good, and Heat Jar, which I uses often, is quite good.
So do you just add those to your site and then you can kind of, it will give you data about where, yeah, just explain what a heat map is. Yeah.
Heat map is actually a tool. It's like an online tool, like you can use for SEO analysis. The tools which you use for SEO analysis, it's a similar kind of a rule. You just have to put your website URL there, and it gives you a whole plethora of data, like how your customers, which are the most clickable areas on your website, where your customers are spending most of the clicks and spending most of the time, on which pages or which areas, like, on the left hand side or on the right hand side. So these are the heat maps which gives you the details of those clickable areas, most prominent clickable areas on the website.
Awesome, Nidhi. Sorry, my printer just decided to have a bit of a refresh. That was that weird noise, so I had to pause, mute myself. So I guess what you're saying is to use some data to help concentrate your efforts, whether it's Google Analytics or the heat map tools that you can get. And then you basically learn a bit about your customers' behaviors on your site and maybe identify some areas to put some effort into. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Larissa's just asking if we could explain what welcome gates are and what pop-ups are. Are you able to do that for us?
Yeah, so both of them are almost a similar thing. The pop-up gates are when you are having an offer for only a certain period of time. Then you create these pop-up forms, or you want to, collect some data like email IDs and sign-up forms you create on the pop-ups. Welcome gates are like the mandatory gates on your website, when, like, for example, some websites are like, if you sign up for the first time, you will be, this is a $5 voucher, which is like, permanent gates on the website. So those are called the welcome gates. They both plays a similar kind of a role, but it's the way you design your website and how you want to, use them on your website. So welcome gates are like the permanent gates, which is like every time they will be going through a welcome gate on your website, whereas pop-ups you can change or you can remove.
Okay, but they're very similar in that they pop up, give an offer or say something that tries to induce some kind of behavior. Yeah, I think some of the more common ones I've seen are, sign up for newsletter or sign up and get this coupon and then we'll email it through so you can pay right now. Yeah. I guess, why does that help with CRO? Why do those actually help with conversion rates? Is it the coupon discount is really the one that will help? I mean,
Look, this really depends on the need of your website and what actions you want your customers to make. For some of the clients, the need is to collect the emails and build the database, but for some e-commerce stores, the ultimate goal is, you want customers to complete the transaction. So it entirely depends on what you want to do with your website using those welcome gates and pop-ups.
Yeah.
You can give the shipping offers, like if you're signing up for the first time, get a free shipping, or the coupons, for the first time signups, or some discounts if they're landing on the page. So it entirely depends on, you can use them for multiple purposes.
So when should I do conversion rate optimization, Nidhi? Like, should I do it when I'm just building my site? When should it be done?
Ideally, CRO should be an ongoing process of continuing, trying to refine and improve your website. So this is like, an ongoing thing. Every month, as a minimum, you should aim to analyze the site, come up with some new testing hypothesis, run a new test. And if you're planning a new website, use CRO as a way of testing ideas on your existing website to decide whether they should feature in the updated site or not. So if you've already invested in a new website, if you're already, running a new website, don't just sit back and expect it to work optimally. Even the new websites, work differently. You can have a serious drought in conversions when you redesign your website if you're not doing a proper CRO with as compared to the old website. So closely monitor performance and get testing as soon as you can.
Right. We've got a question here from Ian. On your strategic CTA location, so your call to action location, is it better to be central or banner? What's the most strategic best location for a CTA?
It should
Central
be
or banner?
I think when a customer lands on the website, it should be in the very first section of the website, no matter you're placing it left hand side, right hand side, but as long as it's catchy and people are able to see this is the first thing on the website when they land, then it's good to go. So depending on the design of your website, you can place those CTAs, but it should be like prominent and pop up. It should,
Catch
when
the
somebody,
eye sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
The
Catch the
eye
eye.
and your hand or
Yeah,
your mouse.
yeah.
Okay, thank you. Another question I have here is, how should I measure my conversions? So it's all good wanting, more conversions, but what should I do to measure them?
So again, this entirely depends on the end goal you want from the website. So what do you want your visitors to do on your website? What is the most value to you for your website? You should always try to define a single primary conversion that is of most important thing to you. Like, for example, completing the transaction is, the single primary conversion, which means everything for your website. This could be a sale, or this could be a booking or a form completion or email sign up, again depending on your website goals. So but also try to measure as many other actions that are of interest to you, like downloading and um, time on time on site, time spent on site, and bounce rates. All these micro factors are also important. So measuring is like measuring them as a conversion is like you are only measuring the main conversions on your website, like which are like the ultimate goals for your website. So this is how you measure, like by simply calculating the conversions. Like I told you, like I just tweaked a checkout page of one of my customer, and that increase the transactions dramatically on the website. So this is how you measure, like you measure your changes. You're doing some changes, and then what things are happening after that. This is how you measure a proper conversion.
It's interesting because not always, always you want to increase overall revenue, but I know that there's one conversion goal where you want to increase the average sale value. So, you might have an average sale value of $30, and if you can increase each average sale value to $40, then your overall revenue would go up, right? So that's kind of like you're saying, you've got to kind of get your very specific goal that you're trying to get, measure that, and then do things to try and up that. And then your other goal might be, okay, I want now more newsletter signups, because we're going to be using emails as a really good marketing tool. So, okay, what do I do to get that?
Yeah, absolutely. And like, for example, like on your website, you like I told that I did some checkout tweaks and all. So for example, like you're also, monitoring the other factors which is like bounce rate on the website. So if bounce rate is comparatively very, very low on a particular page, then after tweaking that page, what changes you observed through Google Analytics? Those kind of factors also plays a vital role in order to improve a particular category page or a particular, informative page on your website.
Yeah, I know there's some really famous cases of people doing things that, some of these high brands where they've done something and things went really way down.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're not monitoring things, you wouldn't know. So the key is to actually be monitoring, change something, monitor it again, and then you might have to revert it, right? As well. Or actually it's worked, okay, change that, maybe do that on another page as well. It's kind of,
it's like just trying and testing so many things, having a play around if something is not performing on the website. Even the minor tweaks can really help sometimes.
Yeah, Ian's just asking a question. What are the stats on position of CTA? You mentioned 1.5% on sidebar. What are stats for center or in a banner? So I guess I'm thinking, Ian, you're asking what would you consider a successful call to action stats?
So for central buttons, it was 1 to 8%. 8% is a very good, conversion as compared to the sessions or the users on your website. 8% is a good conversion percentage. But yes, again, it varies, from 1 to 8%, even on the central banner.
Okay.
But yes, as compared to the other positions, central banner and the center position has a higher conversion rate.
Right. Brilliant. Well, thank you, Nidhi. I really appreciate your time. I've learned a lot, and actually, I think it's kind of really inspiring to get stuck in, and to try a few things. And I just wanted to do a bit of an overview of what I've heard today. So basically, what we know is conversion optimization is both a science and an art. Definitely have learnt that today, Nidhi, where you try something and then you kind of tweak it. It's quite interesting. There is an opportunity on basically being online is a unique environment that is very measurable. As such, you can work on the different aspects of conversion rate optimization and measure the results you get. It's our prediction that businesses who continually tweak and make changes on their sites will more likely maintain and then increase their conversion rate optimization, or basically their conversion rate. It's our recommendation that you audit your key pages, going through the elements that Nidhi has described. Make a to-do list of needed changes and measure the impact of these changes on your conversion rate. It's been really nice having you today, but we at Zeld have helped over 15,000 businesses transform digitally over the last 20 years. It's what we are super passionate about. And we do provide a free strategy session or website audit session with our team of experienced digital business strategists. If you're interested in that, please go to zeld.com and get in touch with us. Also, we have launched our Get E-commerce movement to help Kiwi businesses get online as soon as possible. And this is where we've given away free e-commerce websites. We also have free lead gen sites as well, just because we recognise that many businesses take many different types, and we want to help as many as possible. Our next webinar is on the 5th of May, how to grow your business through outsourcing. So unlock greater business potential by growing your team through outsourcing. Learn how you can effectively tap into the global talent pool and improve your business's overall productivity and profitability. We have a library full of all our webinars that we have done over the last year. They are some really practical ones, and like today's ones, got lots of tips to help you run your business successfully. Just want to give a really special thanks to Nidhi Really appreciate your valuable insights today.
My pleasure.
We wish you all a happy and safe week and look forward to seeing you all again in a fortnight's time. Take care.
Bye-bye.